262 Nigerians have voluntarily returned home from Libya with the help of the International Organization for Migration and the Nigerian Embassy in that country. We got a report that the returnees arrived aboard a chartered Libyan Airlines aircraft with registration number 5ALAR, which landed at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport. The returnees who had been stranded in Libya were made up of 108 males, 135 females, 8 children, and 11 infants. With us in the studio to discuss this issue is a migration expert, Emmanuel Okwonkwo. Many thanks for joining us, Emmanuel. What do you make of this? Would you call it a voluntary return, really, or a hunger pang return?
Well, it would be a voluntary return because if you don't want to come back, you don't come back. So the fact that they came back, nobody bundled them to the plane, they weren't chained up, they didn't come back in chains. So I'll call it a voluntary return. It would be called that, yes.
Okay, now we know that these people have been stranded for a long time. And you've experienced this. You have your own story of illegal migration and what you experienced. Help us understand the difficulties of life returning back and what they've faced, I mean, in Libya and now back in Nigeria. It's a difficult one.
Well, it is. Obviously, the guys coming back are coming back with shattered dreams. We have a culture of wanting to leave. And even when we come back, we don't come back this way. So what's going on in their mind now is that the dream to be something or to become someone, that dream is gone. And and you could see them all just covered up. Then some of them are even hiding their faces. So in a sense, for them, it's a shameful thing. So you're living with all this expectation from home, from family, from parents. You're going to come back as something. And for them at this moment, they think we're coming back as nothing. So there's quite a lot of psychological trauma in a sense. But for the way Libya is, they should be thanking their luck. This is, Libya is completely unstable. And so, they should be happy that they're home. They're home. This wasn't the Libya that they went. A lot of them traveled before the Gaddafi thing. So. And back in those days, I have friends in Libya too. Back in those days, Libya was a place to go. But the Libya of today is not, it's not the Libya that they went.
Let's talk about the integration now that they are back into the country. A particular batch that came a few months ago, the report we got was that NEMA gave them food and gave them transportation fee back to their destination.
And that was it.
How will that help? Is that what this ones should expect as well?
Well, they need to go check and make sure that these ones are not some of these ones are not the ones that came back and was given food, because people are still making that journey.
No, these ones just came back now.
Well, I'm trying to be cheeky here. What I'm saying is that if they're coming back and then you're just giving them food and giving them transport money, what you've just done is to set them up again for another journey. In fact, last week I was dealing with someone who wants to make this journey. People are making this journey. So food and transport back to their home is not the way forward. Let me say something. Some of these guys have come back with skills. If some of them traveled before the demise of Gaddafi, they would have picked up skills. A lot of them are mechanics. You need to really harness this bad situation. There might just be some good thing coming out of this. So you need to sit them down. They've learned some trade. A lot of them are mechanics. From what I know of the guys who went to Libya, some of them have picked up skills as mechanics, as artisans. So giving them money and asking them to go home is not the right way to...
So the government should go beyond that. Exactly. How do we really stop this? Can we really stop it?
Well, it is difficult to stop it. But
or at least mitigate it.
The way is to take some of these guys and make them ambassadors. They have horror stories to tell. And the ones who want to travel can only hear from these people, not from you and I.
Okay, all right. I think we'll leave it there. Many thanks for your time and your insight into this, Emmanuel Okwonkwo.